Hi everyone, this is Shivang, and I welcome you all to yet another episode of the Flag Goes Up podcast. This one is a special guest episode, and I have Yashasvi here with me today as our first of many special guests who will be coming over to our podcast and talk all things football. So, welcome Yashasvi. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you, Shivang. I'm really glad to be here.
Right. So, Yashasvi, let's kick the episode kicking going. Let's start it by asking you the most important question here. So, how did your football journey start? Like, where did it begin for you in your own life?
My football journey started when I was in fourth standard.
What? Wait, fourth standard? That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's too hard to believe actually. Yeah. So, I have to ask this, like, there was any particular moment like which attracted you towards the football? Like, you can elaborate and make us go through, like, did it come naturally to you? Like, you had to play football, or what was it like?
Um, okay, so there are two kinds of kids. First, who like games period, who got excited when they had a games period.
Right.
Second, who used to sit on benches on the sides and talk all day, gossip. So I belong to the first club. So once a new football coach joined our school, he used to watch me play with the guys. I did not sit on the benches, obviously. So I used to play kho, basketball, volleyball, and football with guys. So he just called me to a corner and he rolled a few balls to me. He asked me to kick them. And then the first ball I kicked went straight outside the school boundaries. So that was the moment where I started.
And, I have to tell you this, that this is nothing short of an inspiration for not all those girls, who dream of playing football and they don't get their chances. But to me as an individual and my whole team of the podcast, the Flag Goes Up podcast, all the members, we are really inspired by you. And it's again, I have to mention this, like it's a really an honor to have you here today with us. So, right, let's move ahead and you start you just mentioned the football, how it began for you, and there must have been some tournaments, some competitions which you would have been participating at the school level. So please go tell us more about it. Like, how did it start at a competitive level? How did you start your journey in the football, the games, the competitions? Please do let us know.
Okay, so let me take you by the timeline. As I told you, I started when I was in class 4. So till 7th standard, we did not have a proper football team.
Okay.
We had like 3 girls, 4 girls, or 7 girls. The girls were increasing, but we did not have a proper football team by then. When By the mid of 7th standard, we could make it possible. And then when I was in 8th grade, we started playing inter-school tournaments.
That's eighth grade. Okay. So you
Yeah.
said like you didn't have a team for this long and you couldn't have got to play for all that while. Like, were you just a seasonal player? Like just playing the whole tournaments and there was such a break in between.
No, actually, I won't say that's true because I was being trained every day for like all the days, while other students used to attend morning assemblies. So I wasn't a seasonal player. I used to play every day, and like that really intrigued me. Uh, I did I started liking the sport so much that it came from within.
Yeah.
So yeah, so eventually we were 7 girls from our school were selected to attend a nationals football training camp. We were trained for a month, and then 4 girls were selected from our school. I was one of them, but then due to some unavoidable circumstances, I could not play the tournament.
Oh, it's really unfortunate, after having such vigor and passion for the game. It surely shouldn't be the end of your football journey. I mean, I hope it's not. Just please don't tell me that's where it ended.
No, it did not end there. So moving on, when I was in 11th standard, we got an opportunity to play for Subrata Cup International Football Tournament. So there, at the first stage, we competed with 8 domestic teams. Uh, we won all the matches and surprisingly conceded just one goal.
Oh, nice.
And when we qualified for the next stage, we were so fortunate that we could represent Team Delhi. And I'm
Oh,
so honored to captain that. So in the next stage, when we qualified, we played a match with Nagaland. We lost that, and we lost a match against Sri Lanka also. So we were eventually out of the tournament. But I must tell you that was an amazing experience. Like all the sweat and blood we had put in, all the you know,
hard work,
it
yeah.
was all the hard work. We played so passionately. It was just out of the world.
Exactly. You just mentioned that you lost to like the last two matches to Nagaland and to Sri Lanka. I still believe that you did a lot. You got this opportunity, this amazing opportunity to represent your state. I mean, Team Delhi. And you just mentioned that also you captained that team. You were the captain of that, leader of that team. And, given the situation which we have seen with sports and all these things, and especially with the stereotypes which the society has, but I still believe that this was an amazing feat which you achieved at that moment of time. And again, you were so upbeat about this that you won all the 8 qualifying games without just only conceding this one meager goal. And though you couldn't make it through like to the progressive stages of the tournament, but still you're so upbeat that you got this opportunity, you got the exposure. It's so immense at this stage. And you can go on and narrate this experience to all other people as well, like the viewers which will be watching this video. They'll be so impressed with this and so inspired that they can also take up this their careers in sports, all these things. It's great to have you here with these experiences which you are mentioning here. Amazing. I mean, I can't say more. Just I think I gotta move on now. So uh, the football viewing on the televisions and the games which we all die for on the sitting on our couches on weekends and watching football matches. So make us go through some of these games which you recently watched, or any specific competition which you got to watch in these recent months or weeks which you have been liking, as per your liking. You can narrate some of these stories.
Okay, so recently, the last tournaments I watched were Copa America and Euro Cup. Though I am not an active viewer, like since when I was younger, I was usually outdoors, and when I was indoors, I was indulged into other co-curricular activities. So watching television was not my thing. Though my brother is an enthusiast, so I do watch important matches with him. That's all.
Okay, so it's safe to say that he started the viewing, and then you follow with him, you sat with him, and then you used to get, glimpses of,
Yeah, we
the
can say that.
matches. Okay, right. So
Mhm.
Copa America and Euro Cup you mentioned. So I guess it's not very hard to guess which your favorite football team, football club, and the player would be, right?
Okay, I believe that Messi is GOAT.
Okay.
And
I like I don't exactly, go ahead with this point of view of yours, but it's fine. Okay, you can go on.
I know you're a fan of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Okay, but my jersey number was 10, so you see the significance, the
Right.
relevance.
The correlation comes into play, right? Number 10s of their team and the leaders of their team, the talismans. Okay. And
Yeah, and obviously Barcelona.
yeah, it goes without saying, like Lionel Messi has played the bulk of his career in the matches in FC Barcelona. He started his
and
career playing there. Yeah. And though he recently
and he
has
has six.
6 Ballon d'Ors. Yeah, right, right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, exactly. So though recently he transferred uh, to Paris Saint-Germain, and he started his another journey in the football, the French domestic league. So yeah, right. Football Club Barcelona it is. Okay, so moving on. So all these football teams, women's football team, they are getting these traction in the world of football. All these major European clubs, domestic leagues, they're having their own women's football teams now. We call Barcelona, Chelsea, Man United, City, Arsenal, Real Madrid. All these teams have their own women's football teams. And over social media or television, we have seen so much of emerging players, all these women players, amazing, amazing players. So, do you have any idea? I mean, any football player which comes to your mind particularly, or any football club or any game which you watched recently?
Okay, so the two names that are coming to my mind right now are Lieke Martins and Caroline Hansen.
Oh,
These,
Barcelona players. Yeah.
yeah, and they won the Champions League
Right,
21,
right,
right?
right. So
Yeah,
FC Barcelona is your team, right? It's in the blood. I can see the men's
it
football.
surely is, but they are great players.
Yeah, right. Amazing players. So men's football team, it's FC Barcelona. The player is from FC Barcelona. From women's, it's FC Barcelona. I mean, amazing. So though there are they won the Champions League, which you mentioned, like they won the Champions League defeating Chelsea. 4-0 was the score line. Barcelona won 4-0. And
Yeah.
there are so many other amazing players in Chelsea as well in the position. I mean, Fran Kirby.
Yeah, not to mention Sam Kerr and
Exactly.
Frank Kirby.
Yeah, I mean, and Sam Kerr was already in the news recently that she signed a contract extension with the Chelsea Football Club till 2024. So yeah, right. All these players are amazing players are emerging, and I hope to see them, more and more women's football being promoted, and more we can see them on the on par, or at least on the par level of the men's football team exactly, and getting more opportunities. So right. So this with this we come to the end of our this special guest episode of our podcast today. And though I wish I could, we could talk more on this, but really it was a pleasure to have you here with us today. And to all our viewers, please go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribers button, and do let us know what do you feel about this video today in the comment section below. So we'll be coming with the next episode very shortly. So stay home, stay safe, and thank you so much. Bye bye.